So how is AI changing the pre-sale space? That's an interesting question. I think the future of AI and pre-sales still is to be written. I think we're in that experimentation phase right now where I think a lot of, different leaders and different teams are trying different things. I think where we're looking at it at Lattice to drive impact and value are in a couple of areas. First is being able to automate what I'll call certain routine, low value add activities, everything from populating content within demo environments to streamlining RFP response. We're also looking at it through the lens of how can we take all the call data that's occurred across calls in a sales cycle before we've been involved, and how are we able to quickly wrap our arms around that without SEs having to go out and listen to 5 hours worth of calls. I think we're seeing some interesting stuff occurring there. And then I think as we look more long-term from a strategic standpoint, how can AI help inform the decisions I'm making as a leader? So being able to, pose questions to a trained model around, how should I allocate my resources? How should I think about different deal playbooks that we're executing on based on historic data and, what we know to be true? I think pre-sales has an opportunity to be a real thought leader in the space of AI and the application of AI to solving different business problems. And I look at that through a couple of lenses. I think, most we'll call it individual contributors when they're thinking about AI. It's all about, how can it make my job easier? How can it write emails for me? Or how can it accelerate what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis? And I certainly think that's one application of it. For me, I'm thinking about it through the lens of how can we serve our go-to-market teams more efficiently? And again, it comes into play across several layers, taking that low-value activity out of the equation so I can focus my teams on the higher impact, higher value activities, things like more customer time. So instead of spending 3 hours building a demo environment, they're now able to spend that time preparing for the customer conversation. Or instead of listening to 5 hours worth of call recordings, get a quick summary, be able to ask the system different questions to get answers on, what does the prospect care about, formulate their strategy, and then go spend the time actually speaking with customers versus spending that 5 hours behind the scenes having to listen to every call to get to that answer. For me, what I really like about what Alto's doing is kind of taking the use case of demo experience and looking to apply next gen solutions in the form of AI to solving that problem. So really building an AI first application versus with both AI on after the fact because it's the trendy thing du jour. And to me, that's really why I'm excited about the opportunity here.